Welcome back. We are going to do a different type of drive today. This is actually going to be my final drive on FSDBeta 11.3.6. I just gotten bumped over to 11.4.4, so upcoming videos will be on the later versions of FSD. Thank goodness for that. Tesla finally was listening to my moaning and complaining, or maybe they just threw me into that cycle for the upgrades. What I'm going to do on my last drive here on 11.3.6 though is do a little bit of driving in assertive mode. I'm a very cautious FSD driver, and I thought it's about time I would check out to see how good Tesla was in assertive mode. So let's get going here. I'm recording the audio of this after I've done my job. So you can see right now here, FSD is stopping at a red light. There's no right turn on a red light here. You'll also see here though, it's actually fenced in by certain times of day and days of the week that this is active. Now, it would be interesting to see in the future if FSDBeta will take that into account, but at this point I would just be happy to see that it would actually stop on the red light, and as you can see, the light turned green and beta turns right there. I know this can be hit and miss sometimes for some individuals, but I noticed that FSDBeta does a very good job for that for me when it sees those signs. I'm going to be coming up here to a little bit of construction, and now that I'm in assertive mode, I'm going to see how it manages that construction. The construction is very interesting because you have new lanes all in different locations. Like last week, these lanes would have been in a different location, and it kind of keeps switching back and forth as they do the construction here. As you can see, I kind of have my hand on the wheel a little bit there, but as you can see, it did a good job getting ahead of those pylons right there. Very, very happy with that performance. And again, it's in aggressive mode right now, so I'm expecting it to be a little bit more aggressive with that, but it did a fantastic job of moving over there and doing it in time. Now, as you can see here, we've come up to the construction here, and again, these are new painted lines that have come in, so it's going to make use of FSD's cameras and its capabilities there. Again, on the mapping data, this would have been a little bit different last week, and it should be moving me over to the right lane, and which is what it's doing right now, because we're going to be getting onto the highway. So that's good. It did a good job there proactively doing that with more than enough time, so very happy with that. And we are going to be getting up to a red light here. It looks like it's going to be a flashing green, and these cars are proceeding, so let's see if it moves into the right lane. Yep, does a good job with that. And now as we get up, there's going to be a sort of a flashing green right here, which FSD takes very deftly, very smooth there, so very happy with that. So that was excellent performance in a bit of a tricky zone. Again, this is a construction zone. Now we're going to be coming up here to getting onto the highway, and to what I see is FSD's one of its weaknesses, which is a lack of signaling as it gets onto the highway and merging. Usually what it does, it just kind of merges you over at the last second. You can see the car in front of me just went over to the left lane. Right now I really should be moving over as the lane is coming to an end. Waiting, and look, the lane came to an end. It did absolutely nothing. It's still going forward. Now it's ending here again, or this barrier's here again. So now it moves you over to the highway, which was not good. But one thing it does a very strong job with is it gets me ahead of this van in front there, and I guess that's because I'm in aggressive mode. It saw that when I merged onto the highway, I was in a slower lane, and it automatically put me into a faster lane. Now I'm going to go speed up the camera here so you can kind of get a sense of what it's like driving in aggressive mode. It moved me over to the left lane. As you can see, there's no real reason for it to move around. There's more than enough space in front there. As you can see my speed, I could probably I should be over one lane to the right, since as you can see there's other cars that are passing me over there. So even though I'm in aggressive stance right now, I would like to see that this would put me over into the middle lane, and then only move me over when I need to pass the vehicle in front of me. But other than that, it was doing a very, very good job with that. We're going to be getting to the end here of the 404 highway. We're driving south towards downtown Toronto, so it's going to get a little bit busy here. We're crossing a major highway right now. As you can see now, it did a good job there letting the cars in, and there you see it moved ahead of that slow vehicle again. which did a fantastic job there. And let's see again if things slow down, if it moves me into the left lane. Right now, as you can see, there's a lot of space in front of me, so there's no need to go and do that. No needless lane shifting, which is fantastic. So I do like that, and I do notice that FSD does a very good job of that. Usually when it's on the highway, things are slowing down a little bit, and there you go. You see me move over to the left lane. Fantastic. So right now, at least from a highway perspective, I think I feel really good about what I'm seeing on the aggressive mode here in FSD beta, and this gives me a lot of confidence to use aggressive mode when I'm driving in the highway in the future. Before, I was a little bit of a control freak, trying to just always manually kind of just move my indicator over to get into different lanes, but now I'm pretty comfortable with letting FSD beta go do that. It manages that. The only thing I'd like to see is sometimes if I'm slowing things down in the left lane, it just kind of gets back into the middle lane, but you can see I'm passing a lot of vehicles right now, so it's good that it stays in this lane right now. We're almost reaching downtown. It should be let's see if it gets me over into one lane on the right. And there it goes. It moves me over there. I'm going to be getting onto a ramp right now. So all in all, I think it did a fantastic job of that. I'm going to get up to one little bit of a hiccup coming up here, if I remember. As you can see the CN Tower there in the distance. One thing I did notice is that here I'm in the right lane, and you can see I'm slowing down right now, that it slowed me down quite a bit. I don't know if it's because it was sensing I was on the lanes below that, or if I was, because right now I'm on top of another road actually right now, and so it'd be interesting to see why FSD did that. So I had to intervene there, and then I just started it up again, which was fine. We are going to be getting off the highway here and into the downtown streets. See a little bit of construction up ahead. There could be some pedestrians up ahead. Let's just see how it manages that. Doing a good job there. It came down the ramp. Nice pace. It was slow, wasn't too jerky or anything. All right, now we're going to be getting up to a road here. There's a lot of construction here, so let's see how it manages that. It's stopping here. You can't see it right now, but there are some pedestrians coming from the right and doing a good job there. There's actually some more pedestrians coming to the right now, and it's doing a good job not inching forward, causing a little bit of confusion. Nope, it's doing a great job. It's gonna pass these people now. Now it seems to be not knowing what to do because the lanes are completely changed over here, so I'm gonna have to take over here. You can see here on the right there's the construction there, so it's completely different. The reason why I'm taking over, again, there's a vehicle behind me. If there's no vehicle behind me, I could probably be a little bit more patient to see how it would manage that. But all in all, I was very happy with the aggressive mode here. So yeah, we've reached our destination, which is the St. Lawrence Market, which is the most popular food market here in Toronto. And yeah, wanted to thank you for joining me on this quick FSD drive. I should be doing more drives in aggressive mode when I get onto 11.4.4, which will be a little bit later. And other than that, yeah, if you have any feedback, questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thanks again for joining me on this trip. You drive safe, and I'll see you on the roads.